Any difference in that situation? Yeah, there we go. When's the first time that's happened? That's quite strange. Does anyone have an explanation for that? I wouldn't be able to tell you myself. To me, it's just bizarre, but you should be able to hear me. If there's anyone out there listening, if you could just press one on your keyboard if you can hear me, because I for a good solid 3-4 minutes here, I've just been able to hear it, and I don't know why. Could it have anything to do with the banging and clanging I do all the time on the mic? Like, I mean, is that a problem? No, I can't do that anymore, or what? Like, what's the problem? I mean, what's the problem right now with this? Are you kidding me? You bastard? Okay. All right. Let's get this party started as soon as possible. I want as many people calling in and just saying a simple thank you, Yuri. Oh, it's not hard. How many syllables is it? I think it's. How many syllables would you say it is? Thank you, Yuri. That's easy. Oh, no, no, no. I'm dying. I become. Sorry, guys. I became the television. Who wants to get? Who wants to get started? Who wants to get started? Who wants to get toilet? No. Look who's here. Look at this toilet girl. This is toilet girl. Say hi, girl. Hi, toilet girl. Do you guys agree that this is toilet girl? Win in a cannon fight between Little Mac and Olimar. Where's my card? Oh yeah, it's a secret area. So that's the card. Remember when you jumped on the desk and you destroyed everything by knocking off the secret drawer? I mean, I should never let her on the desk again. You know what's so funny is I did throwing up sound. I would actually throw up if you know what I mean. Can we sing SpongeBob songs? Already knocking things over. Okay, so anyway, so she's knocking things over once again. Do you guys agree that this cat brings the show down actively with just her presence? Or no? I'm very confused why it is that I keep her around when she does nothing, contributes nothing, says nothing, blocks the camera with her legs, shows her ass to everybody, wiggles her ass in front of the camera. It's the son of the police. Okay, watch her touch the fan. She gets kicked off. She touches the fan. She gets kicked off. That's the easy way to do it. Go ahead, touch the fan. She's literally sniffing my. Oh, she's literally sniffing my nerd's rope. Okay. So anyway, I guess we're going to be this close to the game. Nope, I can't even do that because she's going to knock it with her tail. Okay. How about this? How about this? How about this? Don't do it. How about this? Don't do it. Why are you looking at me like that? How would you guys describe this look? Be honest. And by the way, I was trying to troubleshoot and do all this stuff. I just restarted the stream to just make the mic start working. Explain that to me in a way that makes any sense at all to you. Doesn't make any sense at all to me, for sure. You guys ever seen cat feet before?
Oh, yes. I've seen many cat feet. I go on catfeet.com.
That's you. That's what you sound like to me.
Yeah. Well, of course I've seen cat feet. I always go on catfeet.com. Catfeet.com is my favorite website.
Why am I trying to put it on here? It doesn't need to be high. It's cat feet. They're on the ground, you know? You let that down, you let that down. Yeah, capable, good stuff. You know. So, what are you gonna do? Dead or sick? You know? Am I wrong? No, never wrong. Oh, I'm just dying in your arms tonight. Must have been something you said. Why does she just stay there, like, not doing anything? She's so strange. Just slightly flicking her tail, waiting for her master to return. Just slightly flicking her tail back and forth and back. You guys want to see her? Fine. I'll show you this stupid cat. There she is. You guys want to have a conversation with her today or no? Just while I'm getting set up here. So we got an answer on who is in the witch bucket part. Hocus Pocus. Yep, that's absolutely correct. Oh no! So how are we feeling, guys? I'm expecting about 40 to 50 calls tonight saying thank you, Yuri, for making the game of Tetris. Tetris. You know, I'm thinking about Tetris all the time, and to be honest with you, the more I play, the less I know. Okay. Anyway, I don't know why she's falling asleep on the desk. That's like, you know, there's like not helping, there's actively hurting, and then there's subtracting. There's like taking away of. And her being on camera sleeping would qualify as that. So, because there's, I mean, not sleeping on camera, like whatever. She's just in a corner, like Hassan Piker, and I put her in a little box, and she sits there. You know, that's whatever. But just practice breathing, RC. Everybody, can we all practice breathing? Just deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out through the mouth. Deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out through the mouth. It just makes you feel better. You know, even if something's going bad. Do you think that the cartel guys like it? They must. They must like it, right? I mean, just a random thought I had. All right, well, it's evening now. It's 8 p.m., so good evening.
Feeling tonight.
Man, this got juice. I don't know why.
There's a crazy amount of juice on this one. I really don't know what the answer is. It really seems just random and strange to me, the way that it all works. And there's like random in a good way and random in a, well, it's all good, but you know what I mean.
Way and random in a, well, it's all good, but you know what I mean.
I mean, random in a good way. Random in a good way.
No, I'm not gonna say that anymore. Oh, mama, police. Oh, mama, police.
Oh, hey, I'm a mermaid. No, you're not. You never been on this area, Okay, let's start the game. I gotta wait for something, but we're close to being able to start. So just let me wait for that, and we'll start, and then everyone will be mad at me. All right, everyone, get ready to get mad, because we're playing the last. Here it is. Look, listen. If you guys think that she deserves to be on the desk, press 1. Just be honest. After everything she's done, after everything we've been through with her, does she get to be on the desk or not? That's the question of the evening. That's basically the question of the day. Does she get to be on the desk or not? That's the question. It's pretty simple to answer, I think. It's a yes or a no. You can also create binary. You can do 1 or 0, you know, whatever works for you. Whatever works for you. Could be 2. Could be 1 and 2. Yes and no. You know what I mean? Okay, here she goes sniffing again. Here she goes standing with her big rump in front of the camera, showing everybody her big rump. All right. So there's her big rump. Let's see how long it takes her to touch the fan. Or is she going to go through the little crevasse? Okay, you can't go up there, though, because that's the GameCube, and that's been turned on for like 4 weeks, and you would ruin 4 weeks of my work. You could also turn off anything in the computer. Okay.
And we're gonna grab her and we're gonna say sayonara. Say bye-bye, Lucifer. Say bye-bye, Lucifer.
She said bye, I think. Here's your chair. You get to sit in that chair now. That's your co-host chair. Okay, don't come back on the desk, though, because remember, you just got kicked off. She gets the house. I get the horse. That way I can run over that goddamn whore. All right. What are we thinking, boys? Boys, and more boys. How many boys are here? Let's see. 1. Oh, just me. I suppose it's just me all by myself. I feel really lightheaded. Anyone else feel lightheaded? I get lightheaded sometimes, if you know what I mean. All right, so we're going to start theater, you know what I mean? And we're going to go theater. Let's play some theater-ish.
I wanna play.
Now, if I said I want to play, what would you guys say?
I wanna play.
Not I want to play, but I want to play. What would you guys do? Would you still watch if I said
I wanna play.
Okay, just waiting. Okay, guys, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just waiting right now. I'm just waiting for the word of you know who to come down and, well, you can figure out the rest, I think. It's not good to start the stream with a yawn, I don't think. You know what I mean? That doesn't really change anything when I do that or not. Huh? Does that do anything? I guess it kind of brings the PayPal thing into light, sort of spotlight on it. All right. So I would say that this has been now at least 20 minutes that I've had to wait, which is fine. Just waiting for a response before we start, my show. It's not my show, the Reg. You guys know the Red Shadow Games show? Okay. Lucy, I'm doing my show. When it's your show, you can meow as much as you want, but this is my show. Okay. All right, buddy. Okay, buddy. Enough. Hey, let's pipe down a little bit, huh? Okay, so back to what I was saying. I'm just waiting for. I'm sort of literally feeling like I'm in a dream when I have to wait like this. You know what I mean? And I can't start until you write to me. So can you just do that quickly rather than slowly and drawn out and hurting me? Okay. I'm just trying to be patient as much as I can. Maybe drink some water in this moment. I don't know. Yeah. Hey, can you stop, dude? No, I don't want the special songs. I just want the you know what I mean? I don't want the well, I'll watch this one. I mean, I'll listen to this, but it's gonna, another copyright thing.
A stove is a stove, no matter where you go.
A patty is a patty. That's what I said.
A grill is a grill.
Oh boy, what is this? Oh, okay. But this grill is not a home. This is not the stove I know. I will trade it all away if you come back to stay. But this kitchen's not the same without you. It's just a grill, it's just a greasy spoon without you. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Let's play. I'm done. I'm done with this, bruh. Let's bring in the video chat. So stream losers, you're not here anyway, so go yourself. But here we go. So we're gonna do a big bag video bash, okay? Martha, my dear, don't forget me. Martha, my love. Y'all know that song? Hold your head up, you silly girl. Look what you've done. When you find yourself in the thick of it, help yourself to a bit of what is all around you, silly girl. I'm down. Let's freaking go, bro. I'm done with this game. This game sucks. Now, but let's beat these last two levels. How many times have I said, all right, this is the last Tetris segment? It's your fault for believing me. You know what I mean? I mean, is that not a good trade-off? Like, why would you ever trust me at this point? But yeah, no, we're gonna take this down, man. Drink some water. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, without knowing too much about anything really, I'm just guessing that it's gonna be a difficult task to beat these without the Tetronimo showing in advance. And it's totally gonna happen. It's probably gonna happen tonight. But just as a point of fact, it's going to be a lot. I mean, it's going to be a lot of tries because it really just appears that the lesson to this is that you just got to get lucky. I mean, that's how it feels to me. The configuration, the setup of the Tetronimos as they stand, when you who likes powdered candies, you know what I mean, like pixie, what's that thing called, pixie dust? The most vile possible candy ever is freaking whatever the one is where it's like you have a stick, basically like a lollipop or whatever, and it's like you lick the lollipop and then you put the lollipop into this dust. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I don't care. Bruh. Every little chunk helps, you know? I think it adds the flavor. My face when Tetris is done after this. Crazy, bro. Actually insane. Oh. Hi, Lucy. Back in action? What have you been up to today? Oh, nothing? Shocker. Hey, guys, I have some amazing news you'll never guess. Lucy did nothing today. Nothing. Sat around. That was it. Caused problems. She does that really well. Almost too good. Having too much fun, huh? So I tell all the girls I sleep with. I go, y'all having too much fun, huh? Yeah, RC. You're having too much fun. I'm going to try once and then I'm going to brush my teeth. Is that weird? Oh, yeah, it's no music. It's crazy, bro. Nah, dude, you should see my buddy. He just got an Audi, bro. But, dude, the shorties that came to this show, you got your little fiery red head. Okay, I meant 2 more tries and then I'm going to brush my teeth. Of course, Asians at the top of my boat. Y'all jelly. Y'all jelly, you want this too. We are back for season blah blah of the tester. Because we'll be encountering a few bugs. I meant one more and then I'm going to be... Y'all know what I meant. I meant one more, y'all. I meant y'all one more. I'm going to be doing that. Okay, Lucy. It's not your show. It's my show. It's called Red Shadow Games, not Lucy is Annoying. The show isn't called Lucy is Annoying. The show, it's called Red Shadow Games. What is you meowing and being annoying have to see? That one didn't even count. She's meowing and being annoying, distracting me. So that one didn't even count. You know what I mean? Hold your head up, you silly girl. I didn't do that. Okay, I'm ending it just for that. Look what you done. That's crazy, bro. No, that's crazy, bro. Wait. Why do these things happen just to me of all people? I've never done anything. I literally didn't do anything. Bingo Panda, I know that we've had our Bingo Panda, I know that we've had our spats. We could even say we've had a couple of brawls, but just this once. Just this once. Just this. Oh, wait, hold on. Hey, you can't do that to me while I'm doing this. How have I been? What the? This guy's completely doing dark triad, like social engineering manipulation stuff on me now. He's like, hey, buddy, like he doesn't owe me $50. How would you respond to this? So a guy owes you $50. He goes, hey, buddy, how you been? Not great. You owe me $50 and it affects my bottom line. I don't know. I'm okay. I mean, there's some good stuff going on in my life. I don't know yet. There's a lot of things in the all right. There's some complaints that I have, obviously. Some stuff that I wish was a little different. But who knows? I mean, like, paradise and hell are like just around the corner from each other. You know what I mean? And you could be in either one so easily. You know what I mean? So it really is, okay, I'm going to brush my teeth. My mouth feels weird. It's like a weird mouth situation going on. Well, you would call it a mouth. I don't call it that, but so anyway, so who we been? Big Up Panda, you get any action recently? You fuck anybody recently? I think I know the answer already, but get any pussy, bro? What did I eat today? Okay, today I ate for my first meal. I had skipjack tuna, and then I had rice. I added a little bit of tomato sauce in it. And then I ate a chocolate and peanut butter protein shake. And then I ate an entire hazelnut wafer like cookie bag. And then I had salad with and then I had chicken with the salad, and I had purple potatoes with the salad, and a little bit more rice. Not too much more. It's like an insignificant amount of rice. And then I'm thinking about eating more candy, but only as a reward if I beat this. And I'm going to beat this. It's. I was explaining, I think, before you got here that at this level, it's really just a numbers game. You just got to keep running it. There's some starts that are just astronomically easier to complete than others, and the game is set up in this random way, and so you just got to kind of like keep running scrimmages, keep doing iterations. It's pretty much the only way of beating this, as far as I can tell. I mean, this is the first time I'm really exploring B-type at all. When I was playing this, on my own time before all of this, I would just play the A-type game. Okay. Well, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to complete this round, and then we're going to go, well, maybe not this round, because this round kind of gave me BS like halfway through. So we're not counting that one. That one's fake. That one's a fake one. So, Bingo Panda, get any pussy recently? Let's hear about Bingo Panda's sex life. What is going on with you, man? Are you on the apps? Also, you realize that I'm not going to stop playing the game until you call in and you say the name of the game, right? Just letting you know that. I know that you hate this so much, so I'll beat it. I'm just faking all this. So if you want me to actually beat it and move on and like play other things, then you got to call in, man. Obviously, that was another cheater round. Well, never mind. Wait, hold on. Hold. No, never mind. I tried flipping the T, if you know what I mean. Wait, I thought day should be over by now, but you're still telling me then. Is that completely backwards and weird and bizarre to anybody else? Like, that's crazy, right? What he just said. Well, wait, I thought day should be over now. Wait, I thought day should be over by now, but you're still telling me then? Bingo Panda, I know your parents don't make you work. They just pay for your apartment. You stay inside doing little Reddit posts all day, but I would have deleted it too. But you're not even smart enough to work at a gas station, man. Like, I wouldn't trust you to do anything, basically. I mean, essentially. So this is an example of a decent start. It's decent. It's kind of decent. You know what I mean? It's got some interesting elements going on with it. Now it's ruined because what was I supposed to do? You know what I mean? Like, here's fine. Trust the universe. It's going to give you the peace that you need. You just need to pay attention. All falling into place. So healthy. What are you talking about? It's not even healthy. What I said was not healthy. This guy's like wrong on everything. And he owes me $50. I mean, like, and he's the reason we're playing Tetris right now. So if you don't like Tetris, you know who to write to. I went down to the water to see what I could see. Hey, I would never have done that if I'd known where the next piece was going to be. Never have done that. You know what I mean? It's just infinitely easier to play with the pieces on the next piece on. Infinitely. I know it's times 2 technically, but it really feels infinitely. I mean, Yeah, I've been eating a lot of vegetables. I got a big fashion shoot coming up. I have the ability to look really, really, really good. Like, not Abercrombie and Fitch. Well, kind of. Yeah, kind of like Abercrombie and Fitch-esque a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I'm never quite where I want to be. I don't think anybody ever is done, working on themselves and trying to improve and, get their nut and get their ball rolling and stuff. But just based on a couple of really good, solid nights that I've looked at myself and gone, whoa, RC, what are you doing here? The complete package is so alluring, or however you want to say that it's, oh, there we go. That was a good run. Anyway, I found a Latina girl on the app, and we went on a date yesterday. We went out to eat, but I don't think she was actually Latina. Are you only into like Hispanic chicks or something? Let's get from Bingo Panda. Describe your perfect girl. That's what I want to hear from you, Bingo Panda. Like, what's your perfect girl look like? Or you could just say, like, who you think is the best looking celebrity. I know you like Sofia Vergara. So you like big tits and big ass? Are you a big tits, big ass guy? Or no? She paid for the food? Yeah, she had to. You don't even have $50 to pay. So you don't have any money. How are we going to get Suckwinder? How are we going to get you to make some money so that you can pay me, man? I mean, this is sort of a cyclical thing. What are you spending all of your money on, man? You know what I mean? That's my question. What are you spending your money on? Yeah, I understand that. I've understood that for about, what has it been? 5 weeks? Seriously. What? I mean, I'm glad you just finally just saying it, man. Listen, if you can't pay me now, that's fine. First of all, you made a wager with me, and I'm a man of my word. I promise to keep it. I'm not going to lie to you. The bet is paused right now. At this exact moment, you owe me $222. But if goes your way and I can't complete, I think it's the first 10 levels of the next game that I play without ever looking at it, and not making any mistakes, it's back down to 50, which you desperately, desperately need, obviously. Sorry, guys, I just had to change out of my swim trunks. It's like crushing my, you know what. All right, fine, I'll say it, my nutsack. I got a very, well, I'm not going to say that on here, but I'm sure you guys can imagine what I'm thinking. Why do I always stink under my arms? Does anyone else, like, no matter what they do, they always, like, doesn't matter if you put on deodorant? Like, I don't get it. Like, I'm looking right now, I'm like, whoa. I mean, I'm not sure. I don't even know. You know what I mean? I think we all have, like, low-grade body dysmorphia, really. I mean, at the end of the day. Right? We must. Not that I want to use the terms that my enemies do, but, you know. I mean, what else would you call it? It's like it's extreme, like, misidentification of the truth. You know? So. Hey, yo, Suckwind or Bingo Panda, in your humble opinion, what would the perfect and bulky? Yeah, you got some heft on you. So she knocked off the PayPal link, so now nobody can pay me. But the question is, Suckwinder, Mr. Panda, I like to call him. Do you have a preference, or okay, don't bite this again. Do you have a preference or whatever on or thoughts? Because you spend like all day on YouTube, obviously. Do you have like thoughts on the ending of this year? Because originally I was going to do the original idea was the joke was going to be I was going to do like 12 parts of the finale. So it was going to be like, okay, this is so dangerous while I'm playing. Please, Lucy. I'm gonna just do this. I can't. I'm not gonna deal with this. I'm not gonna like let her do something bad. Why would I do that? I'm just gonna take control of the situation before it happens, right? But I was originally gonna release this as like the joke was gonna be Tetris finale part 12.1. And then it was gonna be Tetris finale part 12.2. And it was just going to go up and up and up. This is what I'm going to do, yeah. And then I'm going to go here. And then it was just going to go up and up and up until it was Tetris part 12.3, 12.93, and so on and so forth. And then it would be so that it would never reach 13. Then I was like, hold on. I have like how many hours of footage? And I looked at it. And I'm going to end up having, and I kind of did this, don't tell anybody, but I kind of did this on purpose. Once I was like, I figured I went, oh, that's the angle. And the new angle is going to be, Tetris episode 13 finale, right? Because this is us beating the game, and it's the finale of the Tetris series where I play Tetris and play the game of Tetris and blah, 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 blah. Dude, stop. I'm not going to talk over her. If she's going to talk, I'm not going to talk. Well, anyway, Mama? Who said Mama? What the? You trying to be? This guy's like addicted to porn, and he hears Mommy, he thinks I'm Mama. Anyway, so basically, like, yeah, what I'm trying to get across is essentially. Now the way that it looks is it's going to be 24. It's going to be 24 hours of Tetris. Now, if I could do anything with that, like in one episode, that's the joke. So now I get to say, Tetris finale, as in beating the game. Crazy to say that, but it's true. Episode 13. and it's 24 hours of Tetris, and I'm going to call it 24 hours of Tetris to work and study to, or whatever, you know? But then I looked it up, and apparently the longest video you can put out is 12 hours, unless you have some sort of special partnership with YouTube. Now, the first thing I have to establish is whether or not that information is correct. I don't know. Like, this is a really favorable start. Like, screwing this up is a bad idea because it's a great start. So, like, kind of sucks, but then if that's true, like, let's just assume it's true that you can only upload a 12-hour video, then basically what I have to do then is go Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. No, I have to go, I have to do Tetris Finale, 24 hours of Tetris, Part 1, and it's 12 hours. And then do Part 2, and it's 12 hours, which is not ideal. Not ideal at all. Not what I would pick of my own volition if I could. I would rather just upload it as 24. So the first thing I want to know is that true? Do you know anything about that? You're kind of a YouTube guy. You're always like on here, so you're clearly like terminally online. Yeah. I mean, do you have thoughts, feelings, desires about it? Oh my God! It's just what it is. It's not for a reason. It's not for. Why is it bothering me today specifically so much? I don't know. I feel like I have a lot of built up tension. I don't know why. Like, a lot of tension is built up recently. Like I need some relief. And this cat's not helping, man. What was the whole Latina thing? That was so bizarre. That was like the worst joke, worst joke ever. This is Suckwinder trying out his comedy on my show. He doesn't even have $50 to pay for a beautiful Latina BBW to get a Chick-fil-A, man. I mean, you don't even have like $50 to like spend on your BBW. I don't know what to tell you. If you don't have $50 to scrape together so that you can pay for your BBW's next hot Cheeto bag, you're a failed man. Just saying.
Oi. Oi.
Look at this. This one's called. This one's called. Oh. This one's called Mommy. This one's called I'm sorry about that. This one's called This one's called This one's called Do you want to know a secret? This one's called Ooh, wow. You can't do 24 hours. It's not possible to upload that. I'd really like to do it so that it says Tetris 24 hours. That's what I was hoping for, but it looks like it's not possible. Okay, so then I'm going to have to do, apparently it's 12, so I'm going to have to do Tetris Finale, episode 13, 24 hours of Tetris to fall asleep to, part 1, and it's 12 hours. I mean, that really stinks, but yeah, 12, I mean, that's the only option. And it's, not to be all whining about it, but it is upsetting. It's like, I'm just trying to create what I want to create, and I'm being impeded. Do you know how little, never mind, I'm not going to get into a rant about YouTube right now. It's not the time or place. We're supposed to be reveling in the victory here. We're not supposed to be like being like Debbie Downers about like stuff that is outside of our control. We have to accept. So then I'm gonna have to call it Finale Part 1, Finale Part 2, which is not horrible. I mean, whatever, but it's kind of not what I wanted. I wanted it to be 24 hours. I think that's so funny, and the whole prestige of it is obviously 24 hours isn't even it. Does anyone have any suggestions on what to do about the cat? Does anyone have any suggestions about it? Like, should I just play with her for about like 20 minutes? How could I do that in a way where you guys could see? You know what I mean? That's the one problem with it. I'd have to basically rearrange a bunch of things, and I'm like set up to finish this right now, and I don't want to do it. So I don't know, man. I really do not know. This is as serious as you're ever going to see RC. By the way, is what I'm talking about this cat, because it's so soul crushing to me. I don't know why. I think it's just because I think I just have like this idea of like it's just so frustrating that I can't talk to her and just be like, hey man, listen, there's basically nothing I wouldn't do for you, basically, which is so crazy to say about a cat, but it's true. But you have to just be honest with me about what's going on with you. Like I'm not a mind reader. Well, I am, but I don't want to read your mind. I want you to just tell me what's going on, and she won't do it. Like, am I allowed to be frustrated about that? Like, why won't you just tell me? Anyone else have moms like this? Like, she obviously likes me. She runs away, she comes back. She runs away, she comes back. Like, obviously she likes me. So what is the problem, man? So can anybody figure out what's going on with her? Like, what would you do in my position? Like, how do you get her to stop meowing? And it's the guttural sort of like I'm being killed meow too, where it's like, it's from the deepest, wretched, most horrific position in her throat possible, on purpose. Somebody told me a fact about cats. I may or may not have told it on the show already. I'm getting worse and worse at remembering what I haven't said, which is a big problem because I've got to do this for like 7 more years. So, and I basically never want to repeat myself. So I'm going to have to remember what I've said and what I haven't said. Line? Oh, no. Come on, man. Line? No. A line? Okay. Well, never. I'm done. If you're not going to give me a line. But somebody told me once, they're like, cats don't only meow because of people. Like, what? Like, that's not true. What they were trying to say was, cats only meow a certain way because of people. Like, when they meow to each other, they do sound, oh, come on. You saw what I was trying to do. I'm trying to pull a fast one, bro. Ooh. I'm talking about, ooh. I'm talking about splat. I'm talking about, uh-oh. I'm talking about sleesh. I'm talking about nice. Yeah, they were trying to say cats meow a specific way because of people, which is true. As far as I understand, the mimicry that they're trying to do is the sound of a baby's cry, because they know that that's something that we respond to. Because when a baby cries, what do? You go over the baby. So she does a specific meow that she's trying to do, and she knows me, obviously, and so she's doing the most baby-specific cry she possibly can, because she knows I'm going to come running. And it's just manipulative, is my point. I mean, I'm not going to mince words there. That's just the truth. It's manipulative. It is. If you don't understand how it's manipulative, I can't explain that to you. That's just something you have to deal with on your own. Seriously. That's obviously how you don't go up there right now. I'm going to cry. Why today? I need some relief. I do. I've got like a lot of stuff on my mind right now. I've been really antsy and like anxious all day and like gritting my teeth. Oh shoot. And like rocking back and forth and going, doing incantations to myself. You know, sort of almost in a prone position, like, fetal. Oh man, dang it. 9 left. Come on, RC. Come on, RC, man. Don't do this. Come on, man. All right. Yeah, I've been really tense. I'm like bursting out of my chest all the time. And it's not even necessarily a bad thing that's going on. It's just very tense. It's sort of like a Russian roulette, if you know what that is. Anyone know the game Russian roulette? If you know Russian roulette in the chat, please say so now. I want to hear from you. Does anyone in the chat know about Russian roulette? Anyone in the chat know about Russian roulette? That's my question for the chat. Who knows that game? It's a game called Russian roulette. Who knows that game? All right. Who knows the game Russian roulette? We're in for a stretch break pretty soon. It's coming. We'll do this. You know what I mean? We'll do this. Okay. What do we want? No, we don't want that. This is fine. We'll just go here. This is fine. We'll just go. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? When life gives you lemons. What would you do in this scenario? I think this, right? And this. This. Yeah, really tense. Really tense. Really tense. Very scared. Scary stuff going on with me, man. Very scary stuff. I'm on like a bridge, like a precarious bridge with like two like donkeys that have both broken their legs on my back. And I'm like carrying them over the bridge. You know what I mean? Like really serious stuff. I'm like very in danger. I feel like a danger to myself. I'm really out of focus. I'm really like constantly like, what was I doing? Where am I? What's going on? Like, who am I? Am I real or fake? Or am I some sort of combination thereof? You know what I mean? Is this actually happening? Or is this sort of like a dream? Is it all fake? Is it all real? I don't know. I know that good things usually beget good things. I know good things usually beget good things. You know what I mean? And this, I would call what we're doing here a pretty good thing. Not to get too mushy about it, but I think it's cool. I don't know. You guys want some Tetris music? Go bingo. What Tetris music should I do? A, B, or C? Can't say none. We're gonna have Tetris music playing for the last level, so we're gonna, get to the last level pretty soon. So, A, B, C. Gotta say it. A. All right. Yeah, it's classic. I agree. It's what I would have chosen if I had chosen. For the last round, I want to switch it on for this. It helps me like get into the mindset of what you need to do to be good at Tetris, which is not screw around at all. Like not screw around at all. There's no screwing around in Tetris. It's a shame really that I enjoy the game so much because screwing around is obviously my favorite thing to do. But the only way to really like get good at it is to like be serious about it. Like no, you can't screw around. Obviously, look at this. Look at how precarious this position is already. Look, and look what we have to do now. You know what I mean? I think, again, every move you're making, it's like, I don't know. Like, was that right? I mean, what led, what series of choices led to that specific situation? Can you guys hear it? On a scale of 1 to 10, how loud is it to you? Because I've changed a lot of settings of my stuff, and I want to just know what's going on. The game, I mean. And then the game as compared to my voice as well. Those are the two questions I need answered. It's okay. All right. I'll just leave it then. You guys have seen over and over again. I have this nasty habit of trying to perfect things. Like it works perfectly, not perfectly, but it works like well enough, like right off the bat. But then I like screw with it for no reason, just to like, well, what if it was a little bit more? I mean, like, dude, stop. You already. I mean, it's a metaphor for how I like completely just won on every metric in terms of like just being born lucky. Not that I was born, but just like every single aspect of my like way of being and stuff is, oh, that was a good run. Everything like little, particulate about me is like so close to the ideal, you know what I mean? Like I'm like 87 maybe +% of the way to like kind of having zero flaws almost, and yet I constantly go like, why isn't it perfect? Because Pobity's nerfed, dude. Did nobody tell you this? Pobity's nerfed. Not even you, bozo. Look, there's the line. I knew what I knew. If I had known where that was, if I would have, do I have to say it over and over again? If I had known where my bread was getting buttered there, I would have given into temptation, for lack of a better term. Oh, all right. Well, you know what? It's really okay. We're almost in for a stretch break. That's the first thing that we got to think about. I think I got to earn my stretch break. I think my motivation for finishing this is going to be the stretch break. You know what I mean? I might rescind that, depending on what happens. Dude, was there any way to win on that board, dude? I mean, if my whole focus of my whole life became Tetris, if I became a Tetris guy, like, yeah, Red Shadow RC, he like started as basically like he was saying he was going to be a Pokemon channel, but then like he made this weird bet with this guy, and now he owes him $4.4 million. He has absolutely no earthly idea on how to do it. I mean, it's such an insurmountably large amount of money that like no realistic person would ever make, let alone somebody who's like, not working or doing anything or contributing to society at all. So I guess part of the joke is that he's, impossibly screwed. And give me a break. To knock it over on the far left like there, that was nasty. It was nasty. I'm sick of these nasty little tricks this game plays, man. I'm sick of these nasty little tricks these games. I'm sick of this nasty little tricks this game plays. I'm sick of the nasty little trick. Okay, I've been doing this thing with the J and the L. This bizarre new weird fetish I have with the J and the L, where I put them sort of like the way that I just put that T. I have this like weird making them stand up straight fetish that I've developed playing this game. Yes, well, actually, adopting that sort of a mentality would be a good idea. In fact, I don't think it's such a bad idea. Perhaps I have to completely, embody the complete viewpoint of Oruski. I've never been outside of St. Petersburg. It's the greatest city on earth. Did you guys know that St. Petersburg is where the Hermitage is? Does anyone know the Hermitage? Beautiful, 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 beautiful museum. Wonderful. Wonderful museum. Makes you go, it's all okay. You know what I mean? It's okay. Everyone's fine. Okay, whatever. Get rid of this stuff. Get this off my screen. It's all over my screen, bruh. It's all over my screen, bruh. It's all over my screen, bruh. And before you go, oh my gosh, RC, you've traveled so much and you're so worldly and cool. Yeah, I've been around a while. It's not that impressive. I have not actually, considering all the eons that I've been around, I've not been to that many locations. I look at this. I have this. Do you see the J fetish? I have this J fetish. I keep only wanting to stand them up right. No, that one got messed up for sure. And you know why I got messed up? Because I read your comment. Are you starting to get it now, Bingo? I see you getting a little into Tetris, which was the whole plan. I was just trying to basically upsell Bingo on Tetris. You can, if you remember 2 months ago when I started the Tetris stuff, you were not a fan then. And you never really became a fan, but I think you're coming around. I think I'm starting to get you, especially this B-type. I think that's titillates him a little bit. What kind of games do you even play, Bingo? Like, why are you here? What are you into? Are you a Pokemon guy like me? Or what? You still hate it. No problem. Is there a game you like? Or what's a game that you enjoy, man? Like, why do you watch me? So frequently, too. This guy's like every other stream he's here. Besides the debt that you owe me and feel guilty about, obviously. So what's a game like? What are you, a Fortnite kid? Because you're like 22 or whatever. Probably a Fortnite kid, huh? You know, you're like Apex Legends or something. You're Marvel Rivals. Batman. You like Batman games? Oh, cool. So you were like into Arkham when it came out, Arkham City or Arkham Asylum. Did you platinum it? How come then if that's true, how come I like ask stuff like, can you platinum this game? You say nothing. You're exactly like Lucy. It's like you have the ability to be very helpful, but you choose not to do it for some reason. When you owe me, like like Lucy does. You know what I mean? Do you get what I'm saying? Look at this bizarre. I have a J fetish now. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh, it goes up right. It's like, no, wait, I did it again. What is that? Oh shoot, I didn't mean to. Anyway. When Tetris is over, what are you going to ask me to play next? Maybe I'll finish if you offer me something really cool that I want to play. But it has to be better than Tetris, which is a very difficult thing. It's like almost no games are better than Tetris. Almost. There's a number of exceptions. Like what's going to be the next game? Or should I randomize it, or what do you think? Or something else, something that's not a game. That will motivate me to finish this tonight, because if I finish with enough time, I'll be able to start something else, which you guys know, like, I'm such a slut for starting stuff. Oh, sorry, you might have not heard this announcement. I'm actually not going to read more of what you just said. This is one of the only times like it seems like I'm kind of being rude to him, but I mean it. Like I'm not doing a bit. The thing about Super Smash Brothers is I have to be a little vague about this because I don't want to spoil anything, but the game is basically a game about games. Like Super Smash Brothers is basically become and has always been a game about games, like video games. A celebration of them, a sort of a triumphant sort of experience, in terms of like what makes a game cool, or whatever. And it has so many elements in it, even from the beginning. Now it's too much. I'm not going to talk about now, but I'm not going to get into this right now. There's too much to say. But the thing about Super Smash Brothers, which is, first of all, I just wanted to say, I don't know why you were feeling so nice this day, but thank you for the suggestion. It really does me a lot of favors with my long-term planning of the way I was going to do everything with all of this. But yeah, just for the record, I can't start Super Smash Brothers, unfortunately, because how would I describe it in a spoiler-free way? The game is about games, and so I kind of want to experience the games that it's referencing first before we start it. So I guess the most basic way of saying this is up until yeah, okay, I can do another chapter tonight. That's actually a really good way to end the evening. Just nobody's asked for it. I put that video out like so long ago. It was so clearly saying like, hey, if you guys dig this, let me know, and nobody said anything. But yeah, I mean, Super Smash Brothers is basically one of my long-term plans for why we're here. I've got a very good amount to say about that game. There's pretty much nothing I wouldn't delve into with that series. It's sort of I'm just sort of downbeat right now. I don't know why I'm relaxed. I don't know, but yeah, we're gonna get to Super Smash Brothers very soon. But we need to do a couple things before we do that. To describe it really basically to somebody who'd never heard about it, Super Smash Brothers is, in concept, a child in their room playing with their action figures of their favorite video game characters and making them fight. Did that make sense to everybody listening? I want to just pause for a moment and just make sure that what I said resonated with all the folks that are checking it out as they can hear my voice presently. And if you're listening to this outside of the present, that being the past or the future, please let me know if that made sense. It's the concept of Super Smash Brothers is in its purest form. What if we made a game about a little boy in his room playing with his action figures of his favorite video game characters? That's what it is. Okay? So in other words, the game itself isn't even really a game like Tetris, where it's like the point of Tetris is to be about Tetris. The point of Super Smash Brothers is to be and celebrate and yeah, there you go. Suckvinder had a really good childhood. It's another one of the reasons he's spoiled now is he had like family around him and probably a great support system. But Super Smash Brothers, yeah, in concept is a little kid in his room is playing with his toys. And so, as a result, the game is about all of the characters that are not even from the series of Super Smash Brothers. I can tell you some of them that appear in the game. Now, hopefully these do not come as a surprise to anybody. Action figures. This guy's completely autistic in a horrifically sad way. But yeah, so I would never buy an action figure or like a toy or anything. It's crazy. So anyway, yeah, that's the concept of the game. And you would not be surprised to guess that the way they chose to have the boy play with his action figures is to take a guess. What did the boy do with his action figures? Anybody want to guess in the chat? What did the boy do? That's the question. Maybe that's the question of the day to the chat that I'm going to write after this level gets got. Actually, according to my calculations, so what does the boy do with his toys? How we're going to write it, and then we'll pin it. Do a quick stretch break. Up, back, down. Get some water too, guys. So he makes them fight, obviously, which is the oops. This is the get your mind out of the gutter, Suckwinder. You need to get offline. Which is the whole point of the channel. Blah, 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 blah. It's Tetris, so I should be saying all the truths about my gaming stuff, right? I mean, that was the whole point of why I started it. So now we're doing gaming truths. The truth is a huge part of what I've been planning involves what Super Smash Brothers is inspired by. So, I think you guys have been able to pick up on that. It hasn't been that subtle. But anyway, yeah, he makes them fight, obviously. And so the whole game is basically what would happen if Mario, for example, from Mario, fought Pikachu. Now, Suckwinder, can I ask you a question? You don't seem super knowledgeable about games, no offense. Because I asked you what your favorite game is. You just said Batman. Do you know enough? Do you know the character of Pikachu? You've seen, obviously, the Pikachu that we caught, Alex, in the Pokemon Fire Red playthrough. I'm sure Pikachu has proliferated enough to have reached your level of consciousness. Yeah, you know Pikachu, obviously. I think more people know about Pikachu than, like, President Biden, probably. Do you know have you watched it all, the series Super Mario Galaxy that I've been doing? Where it's that Italian guy in space jumping around. See that one? No. Do you know Mario, the character Super Mario? Right. This guy actually, I realize probably now that he probably knows about Pikachu and Mario from the Mario Brothers movie and Detective Pikachu, because he grew up exactly when those films would have been like for his age demographic. But so now you know Pikachu and you know Mario. Now, how rad would it be if there was a game where you could make them fight and see who won? Would you say that's a cool idea or a bad idea? Just based on your personal feelings. Just based on your personal feelings, would you say that's a good idea or a bad idea for a game? It's basically like, what would happen if Pikachu and Mario fought? Would that be a cool idea? Would that be a cool idea? Faux show, right? Oh, shoot. I need to pay attention to the game and not read the thing. But still keep talking. Because I'm just, I need to make this 24 hours. So, just saying. So, right. So, we would all, I think, and who would say that that's like not a good idea? It's like the most raddest, badass idea ever. It's like, what? Are you serious? It's like, yeah. There's a game where Mario and Pikachu fight. It's like, huh? And you can buy it? As opposed to what? I like that move there. I want to say, I don't know. Yeah. This is what always happens to me, man. Only me, if you know the singer-songwriter KK Slider. So yeah, fun idea, right? Fun idea. Now here's the kicker. I wish I could start it tonight. I would beat Tetris right in this minute and start it if I could, because I would be so excited. I would be talking about it all that week. I'd be like, I'm going to start Super Smash Brothers on the channel. I'd be screaming about it. I'd be so giddy. There I go again, on my own. But you almost got me with that one there, Suckwinder. He said the Pokemon Detective Pikachu movie. Yes. Hold. Okay. Back to what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted again by Suckwinder. See him in the chat right now. It's his real legal name. He is 5'2". That's as tall as he's ever going to get. And he is very heavy for his size and in general. Should I have done it? No, look. Never punished. Oh! I wasn't even looking at it. I wasn't. See, you can't make one mistake. So anyway, that's the concept of the game. The problem is, I need to show off in some way, shape, or form every single reference made in each of the series before we can start Super Smash Brothers. So, for example, like let's just say special genetics. If I were born, I wouldn't know whether or not to take that as a compliment or an insult. But luckily, I wasn't. I don't have genes like you, ape. Nasty, rotten ape. Disgusting. Anyway, now, Suckwinder, name a video game character. Just any. Any is fine. Whatever comes to mind when I say video game character. And you don't have to worry about spoilers. You can say the name of any video game character. Just name any. Could be one that you like. That would help my example, but I don't necessarily want to give you too much info before you answer. So would you please, for me, name a video game character? Again, if you'd like to, you can name one you like. Yep, name of a character. Any name of a character in a video game. Again, you can name one that you like, and that would be helpful to my explanation. But I also know that you're a bit of a trickster. I don't want to give you the opportunity to get one over on me. So it may or may not be true that if you named one that you actually like, it helps my example. But it can be any video game character. You can name them now. Any. Doesn't matter which. We're always waiting on Panda. That's the kind of basically the challenge of the show, is see how long you can last until you start screaming at the screen at Bingo Panda for taking so long to type. It's just unbearable. It's like I'm having a conversation with a sloth. Like the sloth from Zootopia. Not that I like that movie. Do not like that film. Not a fan. Okay, Cloud Strife. Okay, so obviously because you know Cloud Strife, whoever that is, you understand him, and so if you do, at least to some degree, even if you've only ever heard of him. So how rad would it be if I told you that in that game where Mario and Pikachu fight, so does Cloud Strife? How would you feel about that game? How would you feel about that game? Would that be a good game, or is that a rad game, or does that suck as a concept to you? Are you like boo, or you're like whoa? All the characters in one game. Yeah, that's because you grew up on Fortnite, where you were spoiled. You like Fortnite? Okay. So Fortnite, the default character in Fortnite, we'll never play it on the channel, so you don't. I mean, it maybe as an April Fool's joke. So this is not a spoiler. Is Jonesy, I believe, is the default name of the default male character. And what if I told you in that game where Pikachu and Mario and Cloud Strife all fight, also Jonesy does? Now, what would you think of that game, Suckwender, now that I know you like Fortnite? And if you don't understand what I'm talking about, look up Jonesy Fortnite. That's the default character, the guy. Now you're asking me, what are you talking about? They would add the default character. Don't ask that question. They're just giving players an opportunity to, be represented, have something they love represented in the simplest possible way. Just pick the main guy that you pick when you start the game. What happens? Yeah, what about Tifa Lockhart? I mean, Not that that name needs to be discussed right now, but if you know, you know. What about Tifa in the High Wind? I mean, I'm not gonna. You guys are really accusing me of like sitting around for 12 hours discussing Final Fantasy lore with you? No. Anyway, and well, when I say Final Fantasy, I'm just saying like the last fantasy I've ever had. I'm not discussing anything specific. So anyway, what would you feel about that game with Jonesy? You know what I mean? And so on and so forth. Now, Suckwinder, would you like a mini spoiler? But it's not even a spoiler, and I'll explain why, about Super Smash Bros. So this is not a spoiler. The game, right, is called Super Smash Bros. It was made for a video game system called the Nintendo 64, which is when gaming began, because up until that point, you couldn't render a game in 3D. So I do not count any games that were made before the advent of 3D as part of the same thing as when you could only make games in 2D. So Tetris, for example, was made before you could make 3D games. So it doesn't count as a game because it's competing with a dimension that it didn't have access to. If that makes sense. And this is when gaming began, and so they decided they were going to make this game. They were going to say every Nintendo character you can think of fights each other. Imagine nothing had existed like that before. Okay. So here's the mini spoiler. Okay. And I'll explain why it's only a mini spoiler. So because of the way that the game works, I do think it's time for a stretch, I agree. Because of the way the game works, when you start it, as in when you hit start on the start pad when you first hit the game, you're immediately told how many characters there are. It kind of stinks because it takes away from you that sort of discovery and like what's behind door number one. Just crack my back. Stretch out my shadow tentacle in a moment. What'd you say? Stupid. When did the first series of that game come out? You're saying the first game in the series? That is 1998. 1998 was the year the first game came out for the Nintendo 64, which again is the first console. Fight me on that. You can't say that a game that was made before they could make 3D games is a game in the same way a game when they could make 3D games on. It's not the same idea. It's a whole other dimension. It's not fair. Tetris is not. No. Delete that. No, it's 1998, I believe. Am I wrong about that? No, I think I'm right? You can confirm in the chat if I'm right. 1998? Super Smash Brothers! Yes. 1998, am I right? Just out of curiosity. Now that I have a little helper. So close. So right at the turn of the century, they were going, all right, dude, it's about to become 2000. We don't know if, there's a guy, can I just explain the history of it very briefly? I will again when I start it, but there's a guy, he's just sitting there. He made his own series of games and many more. And he was like, dude, what if we made every Nintendo character fight? And they were like, you're crazy. He's like, no, serious. He's like, really? He's like, yeah, I'm going to make a game where every Nintendo character fights. They were like, you shut up. He did it. And he was like, I don't know if it's going to be, once 2000 hits, I don't know if everything's going to go up. We have to have a game where every Nintendo character fights for at least 1 year if the world's going to end next year. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's when it came out, 1999, which should be a relief for you because now you know up until that point it's disqualified. So that we don't have to wonder, who's it going to be? Like, no, it's anything that was made after 2000 is off limits. Cool guy. What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. I'll tell you his name. Masahiro Sakurai. Sakurai Masahiro. Cool name too. Masahiro Sakurai. Very romantic. Still around, still making the series. Who knows what's going to happen with it? It's either done or it's just begun. We don't know. I hope it's done. I do. The last one's like 2016 or 17. So and it's still supported. You know what I mean? It's still like vaguely supported in the sense that they do updates and stuff, but it's pretty dead right now. People are expecting another one to come out soon. 2018. I said 2017. So I was one off both times. What does that say? 2017, 20, and then I said 1998. I don't know. Why am I one behind every time? This guy doesn't know anything. Yeah, this guy's stupid. Actually, I don't even owe you 50. I just owe you 5. Come on, to get close, that was pretty cool, I think. I'll tell you anything inside of the game, that's outside knowledge. When did it come out? 99, 98, 17, 18, I don't know. But inside of the game, I'll tell you anything, any question. I won't look at anything. People can call in and quiz me, I swear. And you'll see my hands. I won't be typing or looking anywhere. You know, I basically would be having, you know, to read chat. I promise I won't. Anyway, yeah, so that's why it's the raddest game series ever. The raddest game series ever. And that's just how it starts. And so, as a mini spoiler to only Bingo Panda, so no one else listen to this, the truth is, Bingo Panda, if you had to guess without looking it up, please play this fairly with me. I promise. I promise this is the only thing I'll ever ask of you sincerely. Hold on. We'll get to your questions after you cooperate with me on my show. It's my show. You owe me $50. You have no money. You should be washing my dishes to make up for the funds that you have not paid me. You should be begging forgiveness on email. And he does. The truth of the matter. Do you see that cross? The truth of the matter is, Bingo Standa. The truth of the matter is there are only. Now you tell me what number I'm going to say. You have to answer this question. There are only 8 characters. Do you think that's true or false? This guy's so stupid. Okay. Bingo Panda, the game Super Smash Bros. That came out in 1999, has a certain amount of characters that you can play as in it. Is there another participant besides you in the chat? How do I look that up? Because now we've got you cornered. Nope, it's you. We just found out who the cutie bandit is. Just reveal it on stream. I'm not paying attention to the chat anymore. Anyway, I guess I'll just explain to myself, and I'm now pretending that I'm now no longer live and that there's not a goblin making little cutie marks in the chat right next to my head. And I have to just stare forward at the screen because for my orientation, if I look a little to the left, I'll be able to see the cutie marks popping up in my chat. And I'm just glad we caught him, because we were looking for the cutie mark bandit, and we finally caught him. And now he's saying stuff I'm not reading, just letting you know. Literally doing cutie mark stuff in my chat when he... I'm just trying to talk about Super Smash Brothers. This guy's ruining my night, man. Genuinely. This guy's ruining my night. I'm just trying to enjoy Tetris and play Super Smash Brothers in my head because we can't play it on the channel yet. But seriously. Like, my night is ruined, dude. Listen, if somebody else can chime in, is he still doing the cutie mark thing on the chat? And then I'll look at it. Because I'm not looking at the screen if there's cutie marks on my chat, man. I'm not. Is there still cutie marks on my screen? Can somebody confirm? Is anyone seeing cutie marks on my screen? I'm being really serious. I just want to know. I can't think about anything else until I see. I'm not looking at the screen until somebody confirms. Are there cutie marks on the stream or no? I'm not going to do well until I know what is going on. Like, I'm freaking out. Are there cutie marks on the screen or no? I'm not looking at the chat if there's cutie marks. Okay? I think the dust has settled. Because I don't think I can... I was seeing them in my peripheral vision. Are there? No, they're not. There's no... They're gone. Okay, guys. I think the cutie marks stopped. Just a quick hello to L-Star Waitley or something. And then Uncommon Commoner. Hey! Oh, I know you! Oh, you've been checking out some of my stuff for a minute. How you doing? Sorry, I was not looking at the messages. It was really upsetting me. There was like... I don't know, some sort of like vagabond or something pulled up and started putting cutie marks in the chat, and it's just not appropriate at all. It's just not appropriate at all. Just straight up. Not funny. It's not a funny like joke or whatever. But yeah. Anyway, we were talking about Super Smash Brothers. We're talking about the first game in the series. And we were discussing whether or not... Did I see one just now? Or did I just see something? I'm playing the game. I'm really trying to focus and not pay attention to, the cutie marks. And it's going to upset me and make me do worse. So stop. Like, seriously stop doing the cutie marks. Oh. Like, dude... Who's my favorite character? Now, keep in mind, Uncommon Commoner. We're going to start that game soon. Very soon. The first game from 1999. And, by the way, Uncommon Commoner, this is such a petty thing, but this other guy, Bingo Panda, in the chat, I don't know if you know him, he owes me $50. If there's any way you could talk to him or convince him in some way to have me get my money, I would really appreciate it. I've tried many different methods of getting through to him. He will not listen. Just saying. I mean, I don't know how to say that any nicer. So if you could help with that, and in so doing also, you'll topple his crown. He cares. He's so vain. He cares about the first place crown. All you have to do is just send like 15 messages? Nothing. And it will just embarrass him. It sort of motivates him to, stick around and like not leave, because the worst thing he could do is leave, because he's going to owe me so much money if he leaves. Oh my gosh. I didn't know where he lives and stuff. If you want to know that, let me know. Be happy to give that to you. That information is readily available. Why would you post? Why would you post that? He's so heinous. I really do not like this guy. What a horrible thing to write, Bingo Panda. Like, I guess you're pissed about. I guess you're pissed about owing me money or whatever. But yeah, you don't have to like do low blows and stuff like that. That's like a time. If there were a mod here, actually, uncommon commoner, perfect. Yo, uncommon. I'm modding you right now. Add as moderator. Standard moderator save. So uncommon commoner. Welcome at commoner. New mod. So, buddy, we have one rule in the chat, and you can't spoil anything that hasn't happened on the channel yet. And I see right here one of these messages. I'm not going to exactly say which one, but it's just under the question that you asked, which I will now answer. Uncommon commoner. My favorite character. Gee, I wouldn't be able to say. Does that make sense? Like, I could never say my favorite character, but I could indicate to it, right? Is that wrong? You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say the name of this, but I would never say the name of this. But if I did say a name, that's what it would be. So yeah, if you can delete that comment and then like time him out for 5 minutes. 10. What's up, Monty? Yo, what's up, Monty? No, can you just please just take? There's one comment I need to say. It starts with the 1999 version. If you can nix that comment, if you can delete that, because there's no rules in the chat. You can say anything you want. When you call, you can say anything on the phone call. The number's on the screen. But you can't spoil stuff. That's the one rule of the channel. And he spoiled something. And so we got to nix that from the chat and time him out. I'd say, like, I mean, you don't have to time him out, but if I did, I would do it for 10 minutes. Yeah, just nix that. You should be able to go in and just say bye-bye to that one in specific. And I would time, I mean, with that comment that he just made now, that one's a 15-minute timeout now. I know, but we have to, I mean, if we start giving him special treatment, his ego's going to get even bigger. He thinks this is his show already. He orders me around. He owes me $200. You're, you know, what are you so on Bingo's side, Uncommon Commoner? That's bizarre. What do you like about him? Is this you have 2 accounts now? I think Bingo got a second account. But he's so stupid he can't do anything. He just put one iPad on a desk, and then he runs over to his bed where his laptop is. He cares deeply for me? What are you talking about, bro? This is the most bizarre ending to Tetris possible. I'm getting out of here. But yeah, unfortunately, I can't say the name of my favorite character. We haven't met my favorite character or anything yet. Kind of, we saw the blue rotating head in Super Mario Galaxy, but my favorite episode of Lost. What a bizarre... Are you asking me, man? Did I mention Lost on the channel? The pilot's pretty rad. You gotta admit. I mean, it kind of sucks, but it's kind of rad. I mean, the whole show kind of sucks, but it's kind of rad. Right. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. more of a chill vibe now. But yeah, Uncommon Commoner, I really do need that done soon. Like, no joke. So. A little too quiet now, I think. Well, I always mess this stuff up. It's so easy to not mess up. No, that is too loud. This is too quiet. No, this is too loud. Actually. When they get in the hatch? Oh. It's very sad, huh? That's the trajectory of that show. I think the whole hatch sucks. Fight me. Call me if you disagree. I think the whole hatch sucks. I do. It's a spoiler, but I don't think we're going to watch Lost on the channel, probably. It was in my plans. I will watch it tonight. I will watch the pilot tonight. That'd be a rad way to go out. The hatch sucks. Totally fails a story standpoint. Doesn't make any sense, which is fine, whatever. But first and foremost, as a point of fact. Let's see. I like what I'm seeing so far. I'm reading it quickly, and then now I'll read it aloud. I think I can, but I might laugh too much to do it. To get into Saeed, can I please first start by doing him mourning the death of you-know-who? Do you know how many handfuls of dirt? Do you know how many handfuls of dirt I used to bury? That guy's British, by the way, that actor. So when he talks to the extras, he goes, "Yeah, right. Me and Saeed, we really connected in that way, What's wrong? Why was me doing Saeed's actor's voice so triggering for her? She's like, or she get on with it. I'm not sure. We're going to put bamboo shoots underneath your fingernail. It's too funny. I'm sorry. Look, you need all. I can't do it. If you give me 5 minutes, I can. Just let me calm down. It's such a funny concept. I'll get there. Give me a moment, please. I'll get closer to the. It will help if I'm a little closer to you. In Iraq. In Iraq, we torture people. We put bamboo shoots. Does he not put bamboo shoots? Does he not put bamboo shoots up you-know-whose fingernails? Is that not what he does? I'm going to put bamboo shoots up your fingernails. It's going to hurt. Yeah, he does it. He does do it to Sawyer, doesn't he? Can I do my impression of Sawyer getting Iraqi tortured? Sawyer, this is going to hurt. I'm not sure how to do that anymore. Any more than what that's the maximum I can do that impression for. that amount of time. All right, let's get back to the game. That was a good laugh. Thank you. My Said was stronger than it. Oh, the impression of Sawyer. Do you guys want a Sawyer impression?
Hey, look there, Red.
No. What does he do?
Look, Doc. Ever since you gave me these glasses, it's all I can think about. That bitch.
Sawyer never did nothing on the show, bro. Such untapped potential, coolest character ever, and then he's nothing. I haven't seen the show in so long. He's more. Is he more southern? Is he more like,
Oh, hey there, sweet cheeks. Man, you're looking mighty good.
Kate? I said her name before I was supposed to. Anyway, I accidentally spoiled the character now.
Erase that from your memory. Erase that from your memory. Erase that from your memory. Look, Sawyer, I'm going to put these bamboo shoots. Sawyer, I'm going to put these bamboo shoots up your fingernails. You and wow.
Doesn't Sawyer say stuff like,
You and one arm.
doesn't he say stuff like,
You
doesn't he say stuff like,
and one army, pal.
you're ready for the next level? Let's are you guys ready? Are you done with the Lost impressions? I have about 4 more that I could do. Nobody's gonna say Mr. I'm not gonna say the name of the character. I'm just gonna show you something, and I just want to know if this that I've genuinely worn all day. Dude, Kate in the left triangle. That's such a physical thing that I wish I could show, but unfortunately I can't. I guess I could do it if I transformed into a form that made sense. When you see something like this, what do you think about? Like, what sort of place in the world comes to mind when you see this? Any ideas? Minions? Christmas, okay. Anyway. Bizarre. Alright.
Off we go again. Here I go again on my own.
It's like, y'all are so strange when you're like, Kate, dude, bro, Kate in the love triangle. I can't say the name of one character. Say the name of the lead, the main guy, so real quick, so I can use his name. Like say, blank be nimble, blank be quick, blank. Yeah, right. She goes. They're like about to kiss, like Sawyer and Kate are like on a waterfall, like about to kiss. Jack walks up. Every scene, Everett's always just breathing so hard. Whatever you say. No, she looks at him like, Jack. He goes, whatever you say.
Hey, Doc. Didn't mean to mac on your girl.
Jack, it's not what it looks like.
Kate, I quite frankly don't care what you do. I'm just trying to protect the tribe. These people deserve me, Kate. What are you doing?
I can't do that. He can't bust loads. That's a trick question. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's finish with that. Thanks. Can't he? He's a paraplegic, right? I don't know. How does it work? I forgot that whole. If there's something about that in the show, I blocked it out. not gonna try to think about that ever again. That's crazy, bro. Sheesh. No, sheesh, dog. Crazy, bro. Oh my God, John Locke. I hate that show. I hate Lost so much. I seriously hate Lost. I hate Lost. I do. I hate that show so much for what it did. To come up with. I'm not gonna get into it, or I won't be able to focus. Okay, I gotta stop thinking about Lost. Yeah, exactly. It's not a free show yet. It's 5 minutes per. I've got a question for everyone in the chat. If I brought on a Russian, if I brought in like a Russian model, and I said that for every 1 minute that you get to see her on camera is $1, would you pay? Just a quick snap poll, unrelated to any plans I may or may not have. You know, make her do tricks or whatever, bounce around. How would you guys like that? $1 per minute? Oh, it's related, all right. That's where Tetris is going. In an effort to have it never end, I'm going to have a stream where we're gonna have a continuous supply of money because people will not want to stop looking at the Russian model. Yay or nay? What's the temperature of the room on that one? I mean, why would I ever need to do an impression of John Locke doing that when basically his whole time on the show is him just like waking up going, You hear it every time he basically is on the show. Is him or the guy that is using his visage is constantly like waking up or like reincarnating or whatever. Like he's basically always doing what you said he to do an impression of. So just watch the show, man. See, what was I supposed to do? Like, 'cause I needed a line for that to go, but I didn't know where these pieces were going to go. You know? Dude, built Ford tough, bro. Sheesh. Don't watch me now. Don't watch me now. I just saw something. I shouldn't have looked at it. Okay, dude, Bingo Panda, you can't do that. You need to make sure he's not doing that. Uncommon commoner, dude. Seriously. I saw something about Chun-Li. I'm like, what's up? Like, let's go right now, bro. Like, post up. Who you made, bro? Hottest video game character? Oh, disgusting. Yikes. Cringe alert. Yes, cringe department. It's me. I'm making another claim. Sir, you've made too many this week. No, I couldn't help myself. I had to. He was just asking for it. Look what he was wearing. No, he said hottest video game character. Like, am I seriously gonna have to answer that? Okay, fine. I'll answer. I promise. Oh. Well, I mean, if she was like, what's up? I'd be like, hey. I mean, I don't know. She's like, hey. I'd be like, what? Like, no. She's like, hey. I'd be like, huh? But, or whatever. would definitely say hello. But no, that's not the answer. The answer to who is the hottest video game character is, drum roll please. Can I get a drum roll in the chat? Who's ready for the answer of the hottest video game character? Please, any drum rolls, please. Another great answer in the chat, but let's move on from this idea and do a drum roll, please. Nobody's helping. Drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. The hottest video game character is, if you roll a drum, I will answer. The hottest video game character is the sun from Kirby. Obviously, because the sun from Kirby is the sun. And the sun is really hot. That's why what you said was cringe. That's why I bested you in front of all of these gentlemen. Leisure Suit Larry, I don't think I ever checked it out. Actually, no. There's a really big, I'd say, blind spot of my gaming, my working gaming knowledge are games like that, and also point-and-click games in that sort of era in general, and just any point-and-click game. Glad to finally just be discussing freaking video games on my channel for once. Gentlemen, hello, good evening. Hope you're well. Finally, I get what I want out of this experience. Not just working for other people all the time. Having to do Lost impressions. You know? Just for tips. Lara Croft is an interesting thing to say. You know? What would happen? I don't know. I'd maybe be like, oh. So that fist bump. And now I'm yeah, right. Hey. Bro, what's the worst that could happen? She would unload her. I know people get banned for GUN stuff, so sometimes I'm worried about saying anything about GUNs. It's the only censor thing that truly scares me. None of the other words scare me. And I will say that too, but just not right now. You could get behind that? That's what you would say to Lara Croft. Hey, I could get behind that. Hey, what's up? Hey, I was just thinking. Hey, what's up? I'm RC. I was just thinking, like, looking at you, I could get behind that. Islam. The entire caliphate, or what are you talking? You want me to talk about the caliphate, or Muhammad, or do you want me to talk about, what would you like me to talk about? The black cube on Saturn? Wait, what? My take on Islam is that is so 2016. It's like retro. It's like throwback vibes. Islam. It's totally retro. Man, Islam? That was like 2015, dude. Crazy. They're still talking about that? Like the Arab Spring or whatever? So weird to just have Me Too. Like, I don't remember what was the context of you saying Me Too. Are you saying you got Me Too'd or what? Like, just be honest. He really thinks it's the Bingo Panda comedy hour. That's the saddest part about his existence. He really thinks that he's going to use this to practice his comedy on my show. I mean, that's really sick. When you say? I mean, am I crazy or what? It's really a rotten. We need to drink some water right now, guys. If you are watching this, drink some water right now. So yes, the hottest video game character is obviously the sun from Kirby. There's a video game series called Kirby that I've just spoiled, but if we're going to play Super Smash Bros., the first prerequisite is Kirby. So the automatic next game we're going to play is probably Kirby's Dream Land. Haven't decided. Thinking about randomizing it, but it just depends on what some people have to offer. I'm trying to. Basically, the whole point of the channel is one long interview with myself about the placement of where certain games sit for me in my heart and why they are there justifiably or not, you know. And I think the best way to do that is an historical view of it. So, in the effort to do that, I want to maximize like the potential learning that's available to us here, where we can really, go step by step and just, walk someone through like this really bizarre hobby with a lot of weird contradictions and a wide swath of people. Yeah, made sense to me. So I think Kirby's Dream Land has to be next, right? If we're going to play Super Smash Brothers, I think it has to be. I guess maybe we could do a vote. Yeah, let's have that be the. Too bad I already pinned a question. Let's do a vote between Kirby and another series. If the next person who names a Nintendo series in the chat, that will be the contender. Bingo Panda, you're not supposed to just point the joke of the channel out so obviously. Outlast. I never played it. Is it that's a multiplayer game yet? I missed so much multiplayer stuff. Totally foreign to me. Most multiplayer things. I prefer single player so much. And if I'm going to play multiplayer, I want someone to be in the room with me. I find gaming to be social. You can't fight back. Oh, that sounds cool. Should I check it out on the channel? Would that be a cool little Easter egg kind of one-off video? Do you think? According to you, Uncommon Comedy? I could check it out for Halloween, maybe? Is it a scary game? Check it out. All right, I will. Add it to the list. Let me take a note. Because we have our list of next games here. Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, now that I have a couple folks here, I guess we'll go over this. So the plan was that once Tetris is done and it's almost done, we have a bunch of open slots for games right now. And the next ones was meant to be Perfect Dark. But now we have two sort of branching paths here at the same time with Outlast and Super Smash Brothers, which are the two that people are saying. So really what we should do is have a three-way contest between those three, and maybe I've put it to a vote. Do people still do straw poll? Out of curiosity? This isn't how it looked when I saw it last. Just in case there's another one of the same name. Alright, and then wait. No. There we go. And then we got one moment, folks. We're just making a straw poll. And next game. Almost SpongeBob. Shorts queen. Yeah, we need a shorts queen thing stat. Problem is, y'all are gonna be the shorts queens when I'm done with you, though. Woo! Hello. Y'all about to be famous. Seriously? Now, what happens if I post this? Can you vote? Yes or no? This is just the first attempt at this. If that works for you, click on it. Let me know. It's a virus. You're infected. So does that work or no? That straw poll. Like, could you click on it and vote or no? I'm just kidding. It's a virus. Do not click on that link. Don't ever click on any links. Never. So if you could click on that link, what happens? Never click on a link ever that anyone sends you. So is that link active or not? You click on my link. My private server? Oh, monsters. Monsters lurking around every corner. This here web, just a reflection of real life. Not gonna beg here, folks. Does the straw poll work or not? The results are in. Let's see. Let's hit your boy up. Show results. Y'all about to post up. That's it, boy. That's it. That's the video. Let's call it how it's done, son. Let's call how it's done, son. That's called post up. It's called. It's called pow pow pow. That was called what, your boy?
Let's go no down. Now let's go down. You know what? It's really, you know what? It's a positionality thing. It's just a positionality thing, and that's how it all comes down to it. Folks, one moment. Stretch your legs out for me, please. Just get up and stretch. I just have to stretch for 1 minute. Get intense. You know? Oh, Lordy. Looking for it. Looking for it. I'm hyping myself up. I'm hyping myself up for the shore squeeze now. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. Wait a minute, hold up. It's like, yo. Here we go, hold on. You are not talking for real, right? 100% of the vote. Outlast Jazz, where we at? It's like, yo, Outlast Jazz, what's up? You know? Outlast Jazz, what is up? Outlast Jazz, you know? Yo, Outlast Jazz, we are here. Yo, Outlast Jazz. Straight up. Now you ain't talking Outlast. You ain't talking Outlast. You ain't talking. Who outlasted whom? That's the commercial for it. Wait, who outlasted whom? Outlast Jazz, we out here. It did not get 100% of the vote, though. It did not get 100% of the vote. We out here. Yeah, we're gonna make that video very shortly. It's unfortunately how I have to do it, but all right. Well, since you won, and I'm gonna kowtow to your whim. Oh wait, no, you're number 2, aren't you? No, I would only listen to this guy if he was number 1. He's number 2. No, heck no, heck no, heck no. You want the crown, No, heck no. Heck no. But the results are in. It's over with. It's done. 100% of the vote. Catch you later. All right. Finally, we can let go of those stupid video chats. Okay, we have our new location. We get to keep playing Tetris. Lucky boy. We were this close. Oh man, I thought I lost you, baby. I still got you. I'll never let go of Tetris ever. Outlast Jazz, what is up? All right, switching gears. So how much does Outlast cost? That's the question. What is the cost of Outlast? Or is it a free-to-play? That's the next question. Sorry for the theatrics when I have the video on. I just have to make good,
TV. So how do you do search by name? No, not search by name, no. No search by name, no. Right? Is that how you would find it? Is it on Steam or what's the deal with it? Search by name. Hey yo, Outlast Chaz. Hey yo, Outlast Chaz. What is up? We out here though. It does exist on it does exist on stream. Woo! It does exist on stream, he said. He said it does exist on stream. I'm like, what are you talking about? Stream? Weirdo. Like what the? We're gonna type in unlast. What? Unlast? Couldn't find any results? I'm looking up unlast, it's not working. Should I show my stream? Should I show my little screen that I have? Just to show you my little Steam. RC had a little Steam. Little Steam. Little Steam. Now, Outlast is not out here though. Outlast? Heck no. I don't see it anywhere. You are a little liar. Oh, I've got you now. You're a liar. And I'm going to put bamboo shoot up your fingernails. There's no handfuls of that. How many handfuls of that? I don't think it exists on Steam. I think I got completely bamboozled by this uncommon commoner. I guess that's why they call him that. Outlast, they should have called it Outwitted. I would never click on a link on Common Commoner. I literally just said never click on a link. So why would I betray my own fans and click on a link? Do you see how stupid that would make me look in front of my fans? Do you think I want to look stupid in front of my fans or smart in front of my fans? Grow up. I'm not going to click on a link, dude. Next, you're going to be sending me friggin' you know what. You wish I would type in some little ew. This guy's doing like, you know what, code words. I would never use Google, dude. I would never use Google in my only last breath. I wouldn't use Google. Not in my last breath. I use Bing only. Only ever Bing. And Microsoft Edge. And Chrome sometimes when I want to F my ass up. Okay, I'm gonna bing it up. Hey, I'm about to bing it up, bro. Bing, bing, bong, bong. Bing it up, bro. Search the store. Outlast, bro. Nah, it's $15 though. Nah, but it's $15 though. And the panda owes me $50, bro. Like, if Bingo Panda paid up, like I could easily just, knock it down right now, bro. Sheesh, but $15, bro, in this economy? Holy, $15. Bring it down. Yeah, here we go. Here's the concept of the Shorts Queens vid. Shorts Queens are going to feast. If you're a Shorts Queen in the chat right now, can you send a little Shorts Queen emoji of some sort? I'm looking for the true Shorts Queens in the chat. So Shorts Queens are about to feast on this one. It's gonna be a good video. Alright. Y'all ready to get posted, bro? Y'all gotta be posted big time. Okay. This is gonna be fun. 1 second. Just gotta compose myself. Well, I have to do it without laughing is the problem. Usually I do these alone, so I don't have a captive audience or whatever. So let's see if I can perform under pressure. All right. As you all know, I am the Democratic candidate you always wish you never had. Shorts Queens, get ready to feast. We're talking about politics. We're talking politics, bruh. Straw polled on me? What's it say? At last wins 100%, bro. I think that's the angle. You know what I mean? Here we go. Hey, yo, Shorts. Oh, can't do it. I can't do it without laughing. Okay, if I show you guys, I can't show you the thing, but can I just. Here we go. Oh, we talking the year of the snake right now? We're talking the year of the snake right now, because for real, I'm about to get scammed, bro. Nah, man. They talking mad in the chat, bro. I cannot stand these dudes. Oh, God, no, but check it. So, they're hitting me up. They're saying, like, play out last, play perfect dark, play like Super Smash Brothers or whatever. And, like, I'm like, I don't know. I throw these players a straw poll, right? Guess what? All I gotta believe. 100% of the vote! 100% of the vote, bro! Our last bros, we're winning! This is the end for everyone else. It's 100%. It was no contest. We out here. Our last chance. Hit me up. Now I did notice it's $15. I just quick peruse on the store here. I think it's called Outlast. Let's see, Outlast. I would spell that this way. And then just checking. Yeah, no, it's $15. Now Bingo Panda, you can see is in the chat here. Somehow a number one in my chat owes me $50. You get it out of him, I'm buying this thing in 1 second, bro. Until then, $15, bro.
Yo, $15, bro? Nah, $15, bro. Nah, that's like 2 Big Macs, bro. Like, nah. But if Bingo Panda paid up, different story, RC. Different story, RC.
Shorts Queens. Congratulations, Shorts Queens. Y'all win.
In the chat, bro. I cannot stand you, dude. Oh God, no. But check this out. They hit me up and saying like, play out loud, play perfect door, you know, play let it go, super splash parties or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know. I throw these players in a stronghold, right? Guess what? Y'all gonna believe it. 100% of the ball. 100% of the ball. Our last bros, we're winning. This is the end for everyone else. It's 100%. It was no contest. We out here. Our last chance. Pick me up. Now I did notice it's $15. I just
Exactly.
peruse on this story here. It's called Outlast. Let's see, Outlast. I would spell that this way. And just checking. Yeah, no, it's $15. Now, Bingo Panda.
It's not good to laugh at your own
sees
work,
the
I
chat
think.
Here, somehow, a number one in my chat owes me $50. You get it out of him. I buy this thing in 1 second, bro. Until then, $15, bro. $15.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy, bro.
$15.
Who's up at 10:18 on a Sunday? Who up at 10:15 on a Sunday? No, he up too late. He up way too late, bro. Yeah, perfect. Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, this takes every ounce of my concentration because it's so foreign to me working this device. Whatever you call this. What do you think this thing is called? Call it a big piece of junk. That's why you know what. I have to use it to do you know what with it. This thing. It pisses me off. So, Uncommon, are you still in the chat or no? Jeez Louise. this pressure, way less pressure. When I have that stupid thing, this thing, recording. Whenever I'm talking about this thing, I mean this thing. This thing. Whatever you want to call it. Mr. Uncommon Commoner, if you're still here, let me know. Otherwise, we'll have to save Outlast for another evening. Yeah, I think that about does it. Yeah. Very well. Unless somebody says something right now. Unless somebody says something right now.